Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nicole, and if this area looks familiar to you, that means you have been here for a while. However, we are reclaiming this space. We have re-energized what this space is going to be utilized for. Also, if you are questioning why I have a hat on in the house, don't. No need to. Moving on. So I wanted to do a highlight of 2025, but then I was thinking, well, you can just go back and watch the videos and see the highlight of my 2025. I think it's more prevalent to do a highlight of the last 5 years, so 2020 up until 2025, because in essence you guys can just go and see what I did all of last year. But there are some things that you guys missed or that I didn't get to share with you, because when I actually joined YouTube seriously, it was just me speaking about workplace bullying, harassment, intimidation. But we're moving on from that. And we are going to just take a look at some of the things that I did prior to focusing on some DIY and things like that. Let's get right into it. I started out 2020 depressed, not because of the pandemic, but on day one of the lockdown here in Georgia, I spent 8 hours in a car alone from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. at the animal hospital to unexpectedly drive home without my 12-year-old fur baby. I had no idea these would be the last few days I got to spend with Siobhan.
This way. It's tucked in over there. Come on.
I never imagined this would be our last time watching a film together. If only I would have known this was going to be my last night with her. After a few months of suffering alone during the lockdown, Suge and Avery entered my life. Things for me started to improve. I still cried a lot, but the joy was returning.
Sugar and Avery. I can't with you guys. Come on. Yes, come on. Come on, Sugar. This this way, Sugar. Sugar. Come over here.
Then the world opened back up and slowly I migrated back outside. But during the quarantine, I had a lot of time to reflect. It wasn't until I was asked to stage manage an outside event called Jazz on the Lawn that I had started to question staying in a toxic work environment. I will be taking you guys to a Jazz on the Lawn event. They have their houses set up where a lot of them have their backyards facing one another. So it's this big open space where they're inviting their own people to be able to come out and listen to some jazz. I think it's the coolest thing. I went to the first one that was in 2019 and helped out there as well. Hold on one second, I gotta grab these shoes. And it was so cool to see us gathering, getting together, listening to music, kids just frolicking around. And this will be safe. You know, we are in a pandemic, but there will be protocols set in place so that we can again have a good time. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, show you this experience.
I am the sheriff, but I want you to know who is your sheriff. I am your sheriff that is active in the community. I will continue to be in the community. I'm responsible for 800,000 citizens.
Guardian angel, my fairy godmother. Pray to the end and I say, also my love.
Hours. 100. It was like 100. Obviously, we had a good time.
Remember. Your Lord.
It was a very good time. Sorry, I failed as a YouTuber today. I didn't really record to the point where we're striking everything now. I was working, doing my stage management thing.
My desire to quit my 9 to 5 was solidified by the next event. Today I am taking you guys with me to a hip hop battle. I'm so excited about it. The gentleman that is running this, Firefly, he invited me to this event and I'm so excited to go because if you guys do not know, hip hop, breakdancing, all of that jazz will be a part of the 2024 Summer Olympics. So I get to go see firsthand and experience hip hop in this way like I've never have before.
that was amazing. Never been to an event like that before, but that was amazing. One of the things that really kept crossing my mind is when people are like, where are all the men? You know, where are all the single men, ladies? They're at these hip hop events, battling each other with their feet. I was astonished by the level of talent and the, you know, number of men of all types of nationalities and races just coming together to dance. I've never seen that before. I've been to many competitions, judged at many competitions, but never have I ever, you know, been to something quite like that before. I'm just so amazed, so intrigued and inspired by, you know, the level of talent and friendliness and all of the above. I think they did a phenomenal job. That was excellent, top tier. Food was great, company was great, entertainment was great, environment was great. It was just great to see. And to see the different ages, little kids out there trying it too, emulating what they saw the adults doing. Just great.
The hip hop event was followed up by a cruise. The idea to invest in myself was validated. So I returned home after the cruise and started making my exit plan. However, I made sure to make my last year with my students memorable. I took them to the Fox Theater.
5 and 6 and 7 and 8, look right and center and left and center and right and left and center. And up and center and down and center and up and down and center. And tilt and center and tilt and center and tilt and center. The shoulders work, the shoulders work, the shoulders work to clap. And punch it 2 and 3 and a punch it 2 and 3 and around and 2 and wave it down, wave it. I see. Good. Punch it 2 and 3 and punch it 2 and 3. And around in 2 and 3 and sprinkle. I get ready for the dance move.
I brought out an Ellie to them. Then I sealed my last experience with the organization with a performance. So the time came for me to finally take my leap and leave. I didn't realize that I captured my departure on camera, but then thinking about it, it's like, you're a Gemini. Of course, you documented what you were going through at that time. However, looking back on it, I'm seeing how the person was trying to be evil and mean and spiteful, even though that was in their character. I was really proud of myself, of how I conducted myself, first of all, how I handled the situation, second of all. But then thirdly, I think it was one of those moments that I felt empowered because they came with a motive of intent to hurt and be cruel, that it just took one moment of me holding up keys and saying, when will you like these? For them to be like, oh wait, I'm not, what I'm doing is not really affecting you. You're prepared. It also reminds me, I had heard recently that someone says the most difficult part of being a believer is that people think that you're soft, and I'm not soft. I'm saved, but I'm not soft. And I feel like people treat me like that as well. I am soft though, but not that type of soft. I'm just soft-natured, kind-hearted, but people take that for granted as if there's not a fire in me at some point that's going to stand up for themselves. But I'm gonna let you guys see how this went.
Recording in progress.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excellent. I am amazing.
That's great. Great to hear. So yeah, that was it. Any questions or any comments or concerns?
Pause. Let me play this part again because this buttery tone is about to change.
So yeah, that was it. Any questions or any comments or concerns?
Yes. So, when do you want me to drop off the keys? And then just some logistic things. Just want to confirm that I'll be taking off the website by December 31st. Just to confirm.
But actually, if you would prefer for it to be immediately, you let me know your preference. Like, you know, we can do it however you'd like to do it. And I can take off your information as soon as you would like.
Okay, that. And then just to ensure that my name isn't put on any future grants, proposals that are going out for, okay, great.
The month.
Okay, yeah, that's a problem for me. So we're gonna need to discuss that.
Okay, and so yes, if you'd like to, we can end. Would you like to end as of now, or how would you like to proceed with it? Because I know you were concerned about your name on the website, so how would you like to proceed? What date would you like it to be over, today or December, the end of December?
Well, let's work out this payment situation, so it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other, remaining of the months, but I will leave that up to you.
Okay, I will definitely follow up with you soon.
Okay, and so then you will be getting an email from me, because you know me, I gotta have everything in writing. So you'll get an email from me, but then from after that point.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks, love.
Take care.
Alrighty, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
God is good. Lord Jesus, thank you. My boy, Mama's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am. God's got me. We're good. Have a hug. Oh. She's gone now. She's no longer there. She's no longer there.
Then it was up to me to hit the ground running both professionally and personally. I started by first finding my own tribe of female entrepreneurs. I traveled back to New Jersey, my humbled roots.
You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the time I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. Where you go, I follow. No matter how far. If life is a movie,
I spent time with family.
won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Oh, if you love me, won't you say something? Ooh, that's fine.
I stepped out of my comfort zone, started engaging with a circle of people, which was new and uncomfortable for me because I'm not a social group setting type. But I did it. It was fun while it lasted. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Was a certain portion in the fields that
I started getting in my production bag.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna let y'all know something about this one right here. Don't play with her. She don't play about me. And that's what it is, girl, that I hear. That's a period, okay? No IG niggas, no social media niggas.
I really started to explore new things here in Atlanta, of course, with my BFF, my grandmother. I had been living here for a while, but I hadn't really explored Atlanta. Having moved here in 2015, it took up until that pandemic for me to get out there, go to the zoo, go to the history museums, visit a lot of areas. But I also wanted to experience that with my grandmother, who has the same level of appreciation for history and exploring.
Ooh, he's getting up. Oh my goodness, this man is huge. He's sitting there watching like, I don't y'all come to us?
She's very cute. She just turned 1 last week.
Look at that silverback. Stop getting close.
Good morning, guys.
Is he moving? Oh no, he's just switching positions.
The one closest to the tree is probably better to see baby Floyd up on the rock. Good morning, you guys. There's one spot available over there. You guys can take that one.
He and his butt, ew.
Yeah. I wish they would. Just some dance.
Get out your butt.
I hopped in a music video.
Crowd going dumb.
I did a little podcasting. I picked up a ball after 20 years. put back on my tap shoes. And that brings you up until I got more consistent here on YouTube. In a nutshell, those are some of the moments, highlights you missed over the last 5 years that was pre-YouTube or in the midst of YouTube that I was going through at the time and just wanted to keep separate, or just things I didn't put out there. My content was focused on workplace bullying, harassment, and intimidation, or kind of just strictly DIY projects, and you guys didn't quite get to see some of the other moments in between. So that to me is more impactful than sharing with you highlights from 2025, in which technically you can just go back through my channel and watch, and I can link some of those moments below. But I truly want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am at 1,000 subscribers, so clearly somebody is watching, and I am grateful, and I am humbled, and I am appreciative that many people are tuning in for little old me, the most antisocial, awkward, that would be me. But I think you get to that point in age where you do come out of your shell. It's not a burst out for me, but I am enjoying creating content however that looks. I will never put myself in a box and say I strictly have to focus on any one thing, because I am a three-dimensional person. I'm all over the place. But I will say this, that I have been really considering exploring more of my profession, which is slightly difficult to do because the area I work in, which is theater and production, it's kind of sacred to a certain degree. There's things that I can't share or don't feel comfortable sharing because I am around artists, or it's a space that I want to make sure it feels safe without a camera, if that makes sense. If there's a will, there's a way. And if there's a way that I can share that I am comfortable with, that doesn't violate other people's space and comfort, I would do that, because I feel like what I do is pretty cool, and I feel like I can be very enlightening to others who are interested in the arts and how to get into the arts, and to encourage others to become a part of the arts, because there's few and far between in terms of women of color. And more importantly, in order to keep the arts alive, we're going to need more of me and others to showcase how important and valuable the arts is in both education and in life. I'm rambling, but I am truly again grateful to 1,000 subscribers. If no one told you today, let me be the one to say, I love you. Bye.